The Uncle Bobby Show is brought to you today by The Pussy.
Radio for the pussy. I'ma go do a broadcast for that pussy. Others ride for the pussy, but I run carnival rides for that pussy. I do anything for the pussy, but no one ever wants to give me that pussy. So I'ma take that pussy, but won't admit it because it's illegal to rape that pussy. Treat or trick that pussy, even cocaine, suck a dick for that pussy. Welcome one, welcome all to the Uncle Bobby Show. I am your DJ Uncle Bobby, and the title of the show is, of course, the P Challenge for you censored impaired, I guess you would call it. The Pussy Challenge is for grown-ups, I guess. You know what I mean? This is a grown-up show, so but commonly found on there is the P Challenge or the D Challenge. The chicks are doing it too. I just was informed by this yesterday, actually, about all this. So I don't know how old. Usually I'm like really behind on the stuff. Like, and I feel like I was this time, but I'm not really sure. I did some research, once I found out about it, and I think I might have actually got this right when it's getting big or starting to get big. I mean, things are going viral. Everybody's on there doing the Pussy Challenge, the Dick Challenge. I had no idea. I was on my ride at work. And, by the way, this is brought to you by, the idea was brought to you by Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Great idea, because she's the one that said, you should do a show about that. You should do a show about that. I'm like, you know what? And it just clicked in my head. You're right, because it all fell into place pretty well. It fell right on my lap. I think I just said face, but it fell on my lap pretty well. I was on my ride, and I had another, a fellow employee with me, and we're on the ride together, and we're, doing our thing, working. And on the midway at the carnival, there's a crowd, okay? And I'm like, what's going on over there? He's like, this little kid's over there. I don't know. He was probably a preteen, teenager, whatever. He had a guitar, and everybody was around him listening to the guitar. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. But here he's doing the Pussy Challenge. He's like, he's doing the Pussy Challenge. He's laughing. I'm like, what the hell's the Pussy Challenge? He's like, oh my God, you've never heard of the Pussy Challenge? I'm like, no. So he goes to show me the video of one of the more popular ones, and here we'll continue the story, but we'll play it right now so you understand what I'm saying. For those of you that never heard of it, you know what I mean. It's been living on a rock like with me, spooning under a rock together.
Five vote for the pussy. NYPD loving all the pussy. I'm looking for the pussy. Judge signed off on a warrant for the pussy. Probable cause with the pussy. Stop and get frisky all night with the pussy. I'm loving all the pussy. God throw cuffs on the winner on the pussy. Spending time on the pussy. 10-year-long investigation on the pussy. Indictment on the pussy. Better call a lawyer who handling the pussy. I love all the pussy. Protect and serve every day for the pussy. I'm eating on the pussy, and I take a hollow tip bullet for the pussy. Bow. Hey.
Hey, he starts dancing. So that was an NYPD cop, supposedly. I don't know if he's dressed up or if it's a real cop. It looks legit. Who knows? Who cares? I'd rather believe that it is a real cop. I'm sure you'll hear on the internet, oh, it's a fake. Who cares? Who cares? It's hilarious. I don't care if it was a skit on fucking, one of them skit shows, SNL or whatever the hell, Saturday Night Live or whatever. Don't matter. It's funny. I get it. It's fun. And what's good is with that is you can, there's regular people on there. It's like the ice bucket challenge, but you do a rap about the pussy or the dick. And I've watched a lot of them, and the best one, the only one I'm really interested in is the cop one. I'll be honest with you. Of course, I had to make my own. That was me in the beginning. And it's a good skit because you can, I get why it's catching on because, and I would imagine, because you could go wherever with that, you know what I mean? You could do a construction worker, a cop, any kind of profession and make it, you know what I mean? A lumberjack for the pussy, cut the goddamn trees down for the pussy, you know what I mean? You get it. I got into it. It's really catchy. That guy did it the best, I think. So, if you have never heard of it, look it up on YouTube. If you have, then you know what I'm talking about already. We got a 15-minute show. I figured, we're basically doing segments now. The shows are segments themselves. So if I get back on here, it'll be something different. I'm surprised. I wasn't gonna be able to do one this week because we were gonna go to work early today, but that fell through, so I don't have to work till tonight. So I got a little time. So I might do another show after this. Who knows? I've already got 2 on there on the roster, and believe me, so that'll make 3 and 4 if I do another one, and I'll leave them on. There'll be more to come. Once I'm off, they'll be popping up everywhere. You won't even be able to keep up with them, but that's only for a couple weeks, and I got to go back to work. You know what I mean? So I really don't know exactly what I'm doing, for the show. Like I said, it's already halfway done, so it's not like I got to do too much. If we get tired of this, I'll move on to something else. But it was just, I wanted to play that. I might even play both of them again at the end, in case people are, I'll share this on Facebook so people can come in here live, and then we'll do it again. We'll play them again at the end, the last couple minutes. So the pussy challenge or the dick challenge, the P challenge or the D challenge, they're calling it. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Facebook. My girl wasn't impressed. I showed her. I'm laughing my ass off at this cop. She's just like, I see this going right by it. So it might not be for everybody. I think it's funny as shit. I like the fact that it's funny. Like, I wish I could, I used to have this little RCA recorder, and I kept on me when I first did the shows. And it's something like that you want to capture. When I was at work and that kid was doing it on a guitar, I looked it up on YouTube. There's nobody on a guitar doing it. I mean, that would have been gold to capture. Or even if I had my phone, I would have YouTubed it and put it on my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, I don't do much on YouTube, but I would put that, or Facebook Live. Look at what Facebook Live did. You know what I mean? He got kicked out, though. The kid got kicked out. Kid came out there with a guitar, apparently, and got a bit of an audience, and that attracted the cops, and they told him to get the hell out of here. If it stemmed from the cop, you'd think they'd show a little support, but I guess they don't want a 12-year-old running around with a guitar cussing. I get, just the fact that it's, it's the P challenge a lot on YouTube. It shows you how people are sensorized. Nobody wants to hear pussy. I put the P challenge too, because when it comes on my Facebook, so people don't get all, sensitive about it. Oh, the pussy, you can't say pussy. But it would have been funny. I should have put the pussy challenge and then put a picture of the cat on there for the show. I think that would. Hey, I'm talking about cat. Now I think I'm talking about cats, and they would have clicked on and they heard this shit, and then they would have been offended. But who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, relax. Everybody's got a dick or a pussy. We all got one or the other. You know what I mean? Some people are fortunate to have both. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. I don't really know what else to say. Thank you, Tanya, for the idea. I'll post this on your page immediately. She gets a kick out of me, and I love her too. We're besties. It's true. It's true. It's a true story. And, so whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'll do, I like the pussy. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like the D? It's, I don't know what else to say about it. I finally got something head on here. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty much gone viral. Everyone's doing it. So I figured, why not talk about it? I kind of wish I had somebody to talk about it with. I guess I should have got more clips about it, but I didn't. It's all the same shit. They do, they'll murder for the pussy. They'll do this for the pussy. They'll do that for the pussy. Whatever. Then the D ones, the ones good about the dick ones is the only reason why they're viral, as far as I'm concerned. It's all like hot bitches doing it usually. And even the pussy ones, like the only good one I liked was the cop. That shit was funny as hell, and the rest of them were just whatever. It's just like I grew up with rap, so I'm not impressed with some every rap song is about the pussy, for God's sakes. And also too, I even said this to my buddy that was on the ride with me, like. Limp Bizkit did this 20 years ago. The Nookie. I mean, I'm sorry, the Nookie. He did it all for the Nookie. The Nookie. Come on, so you can something with a cookie. I don't know, but whatever. And that makes me think about a good parody for it. Get Cookie Monster to sing it. Me did it all for the cookie. The cookie. Oh, not that. Well, yeah. The cookie challenge. How about that? Or the Limp Bizkit song, either way, you could do the cookie, whatever. That's two good parodies rolled into one with the Cookie Monster. He can debut on the show. Maybe that'll come when I have more time to make stuff. That little third was 38 seconds. The Pussy Challenge clip I made, 38 seconds long. It took me about 20 minutes to make. So that'll show you. And it just tells you how much work and time it takes just to make. And that was lazy. That was done lazily. If you do a clip really good, it could take a good, you know what I mean? It could take a good hour or two of your time to put something together. You know what I mean? So just know that when you're on here on these shows on Spreaker and you're listening to them, and anybody who makes clips, it's easy to get on here and play shit, other people's shit, and talk your face off. A lot of people won't play other people's stuff, and they'll talk their face off and say, "Oh, see, I'm original content." No, dick face. You didn't make anything. You're just sitting here rambling your fucking face. Anybody can do that. You know what I mean? But to make clips and stuff, the people who make clips, you gotta give them credit where credit's due, man. Because that shit takes up a lot of your time. And you gotta remember, most of us do this for free on this site. So. Just take that in consideration when you're listening to it and who you choose for your favorite DJs here on Spreaker.com. And thank you, Facebook, and anybody else, people on Facebook and people on Spreaker for listening. And we'll do an encore. How's that sound? And then we'll wrap this sucker up. All right? All righty then.
The Uncle Bobby Show is brought to you today by The Pussy.
Radio for the pussy. I'ma go do a broadcast for the pussy. Others ride for the pussy, but I run carnival rides for that pussy. I do anything for the pussy, but no one ever wants to give me that pussy. So I'ma take that pussy, but won't admit it because it's illegal to rape that pussy. Treat or trick that pussy, even go gay and suck a dick for that pussy.
5-0 for the pussy. NYPD loving all the pussy. I'm looking for the pussy. Judge signed off on a warrant for the pussy. Probable cause with the pussy. Stop and get frisky all night with the pussy. I'm loving all the pussy. God throw cuffs on the winner on the pussy. Spending time on the pussy. 10-year long investigation on the pussy. indictment on the pussy. Better call a lawyer who handling the pussy. I love all the pussy. Protect and serve every day for the pussy. I'm eating on the pussy, and I take a hollow tip bullet for the pussy. Bow. Hey, hey.
Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Later. See you soon.